If you've been to the Erin Condren website recently, you've probably noticed these two wellness logs. They're both called wellness logs, but what is different about them? Today, I'm going to compare the two for you. But first, if you're new here, hey, my name is Lauren, and on my channel, I share tools and tips for your self care journey. Now, these wellness logs are similar, but very different. Basically, this is for weekly tracking, this is for daily tracking. So let me show you what the weekly one is first, and then I'll show you what the daily one is here. So this is their Petite Planner, and their Petite Planner paper is a little bit different than their standard Erin Condren paper. Now, I think they still say it's 80 pound, but it's not as toothy. So just keep that in mind. So if you are familiar with Erin Condren, like their life planners, the Petite Planner paper is a little bit different. So after the beginning pages that kind of explain a little bit about it, they have these check-in pages that you can use before you begin the journal. What health and wellness mean to me, how I feel about my current health and wellness routines, current healthy habits I do consistently, what I would like to improve upon, and what I need to change to make health and wellness more of a priority. This basically feels like almost like goal setting. Oh, would you look at that? Then the next page talks about goal setting. So then you just have this one page that has your wellness goals and then the possible action steps that you can take to achieve those goals. You only have this one page for it. Then you go into the main meat of this journal is this spread. Now the colors vary throughout, so I'll show you that in a minute. But first you've got a section over here for movement of the week, broken down every day, same equal spacing. Hang on, I got a ruler here so we can kind of see about 3/4 of an inch, I would say. And then the size of these petite planners, I'll pop up on the screen here. It's kind of like A5 size. Then you've got some habit tracker section here. They've got daily water intake goal, daily step goal, and a nightly sleep goal. So you write those goals in here, and then you would check off over here based on the day whether you met that goal that day. And then you've got 3 blank spots so that you can track whatever other habits that you want to. Then on this side, you have a food log. Now it's broken down Monday through Sunday, and you've got basically 4 columns. So you can do breakfast, lunch, snack, and dinner. And then there's a little box down here for weekly self-care. And like I said, it goes through like this the whole time. It's kind of like a color blend effect. It kind of goes from purple to blue here. And then at the end of the month, so I believe you get 5 weeks. And then at the end of the month, you have this. So you've got a monthly progress, how last month went, accomplishments, goal progress, and what I noticed this month. Then you've got wellness goal for next month. And it's got just line space here, how I'm working toward my wellness goals this next month, and what I'm trying out next month. Now, I find it interesting that we've got this page that kind of leads you into this, but this page doesn't start the planner. It's almost like they should have done this exact same one just for like the month specific as opposed to overall wellness. So I don't know if like that was kind of like an oversight in them making this. And then there's a question over here. Has it been over 4 weeks since you changed your fitness routine? It might be time to tweak it. I wonder if there's a different tip every month. We'll have to look. Probably. I think this has 3 or 4 months. Yeah, it's going to be different every month. So it's that blue purple color, and then it goes into this pink red, and then it goes to a green, which is my favorite. And I'll show you what this one looks like. So there's like a different prompt down here. It says, are you drinking enough water each day to feel fully hydrated? And it tells you to divide your body weight in half and drink that amount in ounces each day. That's a lot of water. Then I think at the back there's there's no extra reflections. So it basically just goes to this page again, which is like almost like you're about to do the next month, but then this ends. So you would have to pick up another journal for that. You do get a sheet of stickers in here, and there are, I think, other versions of the wellness log as far as like the cover, and then each version is going to be a little bit different on the inside, like the colors might look a little bit different. And I think the older versions might be a little bit different. But this right now is on the site. I think there's another one that's like a color blend effect that's like more like a sunset color. I think it might have went out of stock during the sale. I don't know if it's going to come back, but that's how this one looks. So we're going to take a look now at this other one so you can kind of see how I mean that this one is more like a daily wellness log versus a weekly one. And this is a A5 notebook. It comes with the rose gold coil. And right now this is like the only cover option. I think there might be an older version, but this is the newest like version of this. They've come out with one. I've been paying attention and it looks like they've been coming out with one. They came out with one last year for sure, and I almost got that one to like review, but I really wasn't crazy about like the cover. But I really like this one. It says balance is something you create. These covers that come on these journals are always interchangeable, so you can always pop this off and put it on a notebook or your planner. It says wellness log, and you've got some pages in the beginning that explain a little bit about how to use it. You've got some starting point questions to check in, basically what health and wellness mean to me, what my health and wellness looks like right now, how I feel about my health and wellness, what I like about my health and wellness, what I would like to improve about my health and wellness. That's a lot of health and wellness questions. Uh, then you've got some questions about your values, getting clear on what your values are, how my values extend to my health and wellness, and then an explanation about setting goals, which this looks almost exactly like the explanation page over here about how to set goals. Let's see. Yeah, it looks basically like the same information. And this is on a tab that says goals. All the tab pages are a little bit of a thicker cardstock page than the rest of the paper. You've got this brainstorming page. It says get any and all potential wellness goals out of your head, write them down, write whatever wellness goals come to mind, no matter how unrealistic they may seem. So it seems like so far this is going to be a little bit more of a deep dive into your wellness than this petite journal, which would make sense because there are more pages in here. So this is a page for you to write out one of your wellness goals. You write the goal here, why it's important, how it aligns with my values, and some important dates. Break it down into some action steps and then even smaller action steps. And then you've got room for, so this is the second one, 2, 3, 4, 4 wellness goals. Then you've got this area called create space. To make your wellness goals happen, you will need to create the time and space for them in your life. It can be hard to create change and reach goals if you don't have enough time to do them because there are too many things happening in your life. Take a moment to reflect on where and when you have the space and time to work on your wellness goals. If you feel like you need more time in the day, write out what you usually do in your day or consult your planner. From there, you can get a better view of things and reorganize your day to fit your new habits and actions. If your goals require consistent daily action, figure out how much time is needed each day to work on them. Block off time on your calendar and let your loved ones know that time is set aside for working on your goals. I'm kind of a little upset that this doesn't say right here, like after it said to consult your planner to kind of see if you have time or where do you have time. It doesn't recommend for you to cut out things happening in your life that aren't serving you right now to help make space for these wellness goals. I'm kind of a little annoyed by that because I think a lot of people have a lot of things on their calendars that technically don't have to be there and that they could reclaim that time to use to help them focus on, taking better care of themselves. So you have a section for what I want to create space for, ways I can create more space. And then you've got this statement. I want to see what this says. You don't have to do anything and everything for your health and wellness. As you set goals, action steps, and plans, check back in with your values. You also can reevaluate the things that you currently have going on in your life. Give yourself permission to let go. This is where they said to let go of certain things. Okay, I forgive you, Erin Condren. Give yourself permission to let go of certain routines, habits, and responsibilities that no longer fit who you currently are and where you want to go. Bravo, Erin Condren. I'm so proud of you. Okay. So then the statement you sign, I, Lauren, give myself full permission to let go of the things that are no longer serving me, are not aligned with my values, and are holding me back from my current goals and how I want to take care of and support myself. Signature, today's date. I wish there was a little bit more space for my signature. It's kind of like really tiny. Like there's a lot of space between here and there, but then they didn't put a lot of space right there. Uh, so if I wanted to be like, I'm just saying, like just a little tweak. Come on, just give me a little bit more room. And then there's a get support section for you to list out like who is going to be like a part of your support network because we all know when you make changes, you need support from people around you. Ooh, this color's pretty. This looks really nice with this rose gold. I like rose gold. I don't like yellow gold. I like rose gold. This section is my wellness goals for the month. And since this is a tabbed page, this is a thicker cardstock page. If you have Erin Condren life planners, then you know that the same page that has like the calendar with the tab, that's how thick this page is. And I don't know if I said this already, but the paper is the same as like in the life planner. It's got that same like toothy texture. Box, how am I working toward my wellness goals this month? And then here are the daily pages. You've got a spot for you to write the date, a today's focus, food log, so it's broken down breakfast, lunch, snack, dinner, or however you want to do it, but that's how I would do it. Movement and exercise, today's self care, and then a daily tracker. So you've got to track you can track exactly how much water your intake was, which is different than over here because in here you're only doing a check box. Okay, you're checking off whether you hit that intake goal. You're not saying like how much did I do, although you could theoretically write down the number of ounces that you consumed in the little boxes if you want to. But here you can just write out this is how much water I drank today, this is how many steps I did, this is how many hours I slept, and this is what my overall mood was. And then you've got more sections down there to track whatever other things you want to track. Like some people track blood pressure, some people track blood sugar levels. It's just really up to you. I think this wellness log is really good for somebody whose doctor has told them, hey, you really need to do like a food diary and keep track of like all the things because it gives you a lot of space to track every single day where you're eating. I don't know that I would have enough, this might not be enough space for me to write down like everything I had for breakfast and what I had for lunch, like get really detailed about all the ingredients in these little boxes over here. This might be a little bit better for that. And then at the end of the week, you'll have a weekly reflection page. It says how this week went, what I enjoyed this week, what I noticed this week, what to adjust for next week, and what's ahead next week. And then another 7 days, another weekly reflection. There should be 5 weeks in each section. So each tabbed section is 1 month. So when you get to the end of so it ended with a weekly reflection, but then it also ends with a monthly reflection. So you can reflect how this month went, accomplishments, goal progress, what I noticed this month. And then there's like a little, what would you call this? Journaling prompt. Has it been over 4 weeks since you changed your movements, exercise routine? Okay, that was the same one that was in the other wellness log. So it's probably going to be the same. Those are going to be the same prompts as what's in there. So that's probably not going to be different. Now the color is changing since it's a new month. So you've got this like pretty blue, which is almost like one of these shades in this. And so that's how that is. Ooh, this next one is like I'm not sure what color to call it. It's almost like a coral. I would not call it like a mauve. It feels peachy and not quite pink. It's nice. I like it. All right, let's see if there's anything at the end. I know there's a tab that says notes right here. So at the end, after your last weekly reflection, you have this looking ahead and looking back. Okay, looking back and looking ahead. How the past 3 months went, what's changed in the past 3 months, what I learned about myself, and then what wellness goals I want to keep working on, new wellness goals I want to work on during the next 3 months. Celebrating the process, accomplishments, progress on my wellness goals I am capable of, I am proud of. What is this? Like some kind of, okay, I don't know what that was. I'm proud of, I know I can. And then some notes pages. So I think there's a good number of notes pages. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 notes pages. Then there's the back page and a sheet of stickers that are like looped in here, and then the back cover. Now there is no pocket folder in this one. There is a pocket that's holding the stickers back here. So that's basically what this one's missing, is some kind of a pocket. So that may or may not matter or be important. But you could also get a pocket that can glue into, what is this? My laminated folder was laminated with like a little piece of something in there. That's okay. I'll never use this part. Tell me if you use these. These are for like, you can use a dry erase marker, a wet erase marker, a Sharpie marker even, and then wipe it off with alcohol. I would not use dry erase marker though, because whatever you write on here is going to kind of rub off. And then I've tried using these dashboards with just wet erase markers, and even that still like rubbed off a little bit on the paper that was on the other side. So I would just be careful. I haven't tried doing it with a Sharpie, like a fine tip Sharpie, and writing on here with that. So just know. These are really good. I like using like the laminated covers or dashboards that can pop in for sticky notes, for holding sticky notes. But that's totally not related to what we're supposed to be talking about, which is comparing these two. If you have any questions that I did not go over, feel free to drop them in the comments. I am an affiliate, so I will be leaving my affiliate links directly to these products in the description. Let me know if you have them, if you've used them. There is a gal in the planning community, Taylor from Tattooed Teacher Plans, who is currently using this wellness log. She has a plan with me that you can check out over here. I'll pop it up next so you can watch it right now so you can get an idea for how to use this. I hope this was helpful. Bye.